talk about how do matriculants better manage their stress and anxiety levels at this time.
Yeah, preparation. I always tell students that failure to prepare, the cliche, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So at this point, especially as students are going into their mid-years, this is the time for them to really prepare, sit for past papers, engage tutors, go for extra lessons at school, and also just, talk to parents to allow them to help them with the necessary resources, time, gadgets for them to be able to prepare for their mid-years.
And also you would hear some of them come out and say that they've actually did prepare, they did study, they did do the work, but when they get to the exam, sometimes they freeze because they're just so anxious. What is it that needs to be done, and what strategies would you perhaps recommend for some of those learners?
So back to what I said, preparation, because with anxiety, I've seen that most students do understand the concepts, they've done the past papers, they understand the topics, and if you have a discussion with them or you give them a paper, they'll do quite well, but they don't necessarily put themselves under exam conditions. I'll give you an example. With the students that we're helping at Line Tutoring where I work, is over and above tutoring them and preparing them for the exam, we give them the past papers and we simulate an exam condition, where we say all books away, all gadgets away, the same way that, whatever they hear in the exam room would recite that, and would make sure that we put them under those exam conditions, because the more they prepare writing exams in those exam conditions, the better. Some students usually do their past papers at home in the dining room when there's an aircon, etc. But sometimes you don't even know the exam room that you're going to be sitting at. It could be a hall with bad air conditioning. So you need to also, as much as you practice a sport, you need to simulate, that exam condition. And those are the students who normally get good marks.
And I want us to zone it back to the importance of actually having a study routine.